Hey guys, when I started D1, I was a Warlock main. I never really spent time with character creations, so I chose Awoken Male. Green hair, orange eyes, some of my favorite colors. Not that they needed to look good together. Gave him the Bully Maguire cut. Little did I know this unfortunate sequence of events would lead to that helmet option under gameplay settings to remain at always on as long as he lives. But he is my only original character, and I think most Destiny players live with this regret. I ran 3 Warlocks because of the great Forever 29 scare. For times, I deleted the extras for class specific quests, but I eventually settled on one of each class. Sadly, in D2, we saw no customization changes, and no way to change our fugliness. You don't want to ruin a classic. I have sentimental attachments in Destiny. I'm the only person in D1 with 100 different Warlock bonds. Note that some just had different names, but basically the same visuals. I think Chroma was my favorite addition to fashion other than raid gear. Warlock armor looked good back then. I was satisfied. But D2 destroyed Warlock fashion. When I think male Warlock, I don't want bling, dangly dongs in front, satchels, backpacks, canteens, fur, medieval, samurai, metal plates, those Charmin 2-ply textures, tribal or bird feathers. I just want a trench coat. How hard is it, Bungie? Who hurt you? Is it too much to ask for less? These Warlock design decisions make me cringe. I can honestly say I wish I chose female back in D1. Bungie changed D2 to choose masculine or feminine instead of male-female. My other D2 characters were made feminine. I do not envy masculine titans though. They look completely different from feminine ones. It's all in the shoulder pads. You can see a 50% reduction in size between the two. You could literally cook a full course meal on them if you left those pads in the sun. Design decisions, man. This was not the only reason my Titan is a feminine exo. Exos never look bad to me either way. But masculine Titans cannot hide to save their lives. All characters have the same hitbox in PvP, but if you're crouch peeking behind a box, you're literally an elephant hiding behind a car. You're sticking out somewhere. You're not hiding an inch of those Big Mac shoulder pads. So naturally, a masculine character won't have any disadvantages on paper. But I'm not blind! They're bigger! This game focuses a lot on looks, and I have almost given up hope. Every season we are wearing default blue gear trying to power up, then we swapping out pieces for the mod slots, and if it's not the slots, it's for the stats. And then you're like, well crap, I have 5 different shaders on now. All I wanted to do was a nightfall, and now I'm looking like Crayola's first movie. I feel like the Kool-Aid Man just busting into alien homes with purple tights. Just the look of confusion on their faces after I kill them, it says it all. And I'm punished for looking good. And if I want those universal ornaments, let me just fork over my real money to Fenchurch, who probably looks like a god somewhere with a glimmer printer that goes burr. I can't buy clothes in real life because I'm too ashamed of my virtual self to spend the money. But more on the problem here. The legs, bonds, and gauntlets always look fine. The helmets are generally okay, but the chest pieces ruin everything. This is the only class where the chest is the focal point. Hunters have their cloaks, Titans have their arms. I just need a coat or a robe for my masculine Warlock. Unshaderable regions play a small part in fashion choices, since some colors cannot be shadered, further limiting your options. Robes of Transcendence is a good example. That white on the chest means you better have a white shader. Not that Destiny could ever figure out how to make shaders with less than 3 clashing colors and random regions. I love glowy armor in Destiny ever since Chroma and D1, and this has got a nice blue glow. But drop the dangly front pieces. It's unfashionable and distracting. Not to mention the bowl haircut in the back. I don't know what's going on with that. I thought this was supposed to be raid armor for crap's sakes. My ideal armor choice is open in the front, enough to enjoy the incredibly similar leg styles. No overcompensating hentai flaps allowed. Glow is a huge bonus. Patterns must look good with shaders, and even if you find a good look that's not sunset, 2 months from now you want to update your look anyway. Real Guardians changed it glows. Gotta get that dirt off your shoulder pads. Here's a look I just made to incorporate some new and old. Naturally, it's really hard to work with less than 3 colors, so this is what I came up with for Dead Orbit's Patron Saint. This new helmet has an amount of luminescence when used with different shaders. What's unique about this helmet is that the glow can change colors, albeit not a whole lot. The cons of this helmet is the disc player on top. I like the traditional oval look for Warlock helmets, but it looks like you're opening a CD player flap or a cassette deck, if you even know what those are. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the angry eyebrow thing either. Gauntlets are pretty much just the front of arms. There aren't many glowy options, even less not sunset. The robes have a lot of plus and minuses. It's got the glow, no danglies, it's a universal ornament, big plus. It's like a coat, and the pattern's fine. The collar is a little exaggerated, I guess it works though. The classic mismatched shoulder pads. Not too awful, a deal breaker for some people. But they had to hit me with that satchel. Like a Vex cosplayer needs a satchel. My ghost has magic storage. Hello? Glowy legs are kinda rare outside of exotics, but pretty much the unshaderable glow color is what forces these types of outfit choices. Then we have the memory of Cade. Sentimental, bright glow color, and spades is a good symbol. You never see the actual band on bonds, so who cares about that? You hardly even see the walking billboard for that matter. So when I saw the Dracula outfit, I bought it. The fluffy shirt can be kinda cringe, but the jacket has what I want in my space fantasy. Classic, not over the top. I don't want to look like I'm part of some tribal cult or stuck in Indiana Jones, but this leads me to saying that I wish he were feminine. They got the curves in the right places, the danglies aren't as wide. Feminine warlocks make all chest pieces look better. If I slap a dress on my warlock, it just looks wrong. There's not much more to it. A feminine warlock can wear twice as many chest pieces as a masculine one and still look good. I'm not one to have regrets in life, so I guess I just fall into the crowd who just laughs at their past decisions because life is so unpredictable. If I had the ability to change my past, I probably would leave it as is, because the story worth telling is the one how things didn't go as you thought it would. I imagine my past is run by an idiot who could have done better, and my future is run by a genius who learned what not to do.
Cheese forever, Guardian.